Hey there, Coach Dell here. Hey, listen, just wanted to talk about our nutrition strategy. I know we've talked about it, but I wanted to give you a simplified version, just a reminder of what we're working on and the fact that we're going to be working on this throughout your time here, throughout our time working together, right? Eating the right foods in the right amounts at the right time and planning your tomorrow today. That is what this process is about. That's your strategy here, right? Strategy. That's the strategy we're going to be using going forward. And why? Why is this important? I know a lot of clients come to me after they've gone through every weight loss program out there. This is not a weight loss program. This is a life transformation program. So I want you to make the distinction. I want you to know the difference. And how is this going to be the last thing you do if you make it a life transformation program? You can't transform your body without transforming your life and your health. So we're going to work on creating health from the inside out. I work with a lot of clients who are dealing with more than weight loss. Half my clients are dealing with diabetes. I've got clients who came to me with A1C up in the 12, 13s. Clients who came with A1C almost 10 was able to drop down to 7 over a few months. So this is the same process I use with clients who are trying to get healthy, clients who want to lose weight, clients who want to build muscle. Well, that's a different process. We'll talk about that for those of you who are not trying to lose weight but want to gain weight and muscle mass. Different process, different strategy. But the strategy here is combining your foods, right, at each meal. And why do you want to combine your foods at each meal? The protein, the carbs, the fat. We'll keep those starchy carbs early in the day. Why? So that you can use up those high energy foods. You can use up those calories. You can burn them up through the day. If you're eating starchy carbs at night, eventually you probably will start affecting your results because you probably won't burn up all of those high energy foods. So if you don't burn them up, your body will store calories, right? So here's the reason why we want to balance. You want to make your meals as complex as possible. If you're doing simple things like, I was sitting next to a lady yesterday, she was eating a salad. And I know that's a typical thing. A lot of women like to eat salads. And it's just lettuce, tomatoes, maybe with some protein in it. Not a very complex meal. Nothing wrong with that. Just not a very complex meal. Not the most ideal fat burning meal, right? The ideal meal to really boost your metabolism. And here's why we combine our foods. Number one, to balance your hormones over time. Number two, when your hormones are balanced, it balances your blood sugar. And number three, when your blood sugar is balanced over time, it starts to get lower. That's how you lower your A1C. And when your blood sugar is stabilized, guess what? That means your insulin levels are stabilized. That means you're not going to be having insulin spikes. That means your body is in a better fat burning zone, and that is what you want. So the way you eat to reduce your blood sugar, same way you eat to lose weight, because it puts you in a better fat burning position and also optimize your metabolism. Now, this is one of the reasons why you want to balance each meals. When you eat simple carbs, you know this, right? That sugar goes to your bloodstream very quickly. When you add some fiber, high fiber foods, like the difference between juicing and eating the fruit or the veggies, a lot of fiber. That is released into your bloodstream a little slower. When you eat those high fiber carbs, sweet potatoes, wild rice, beans, a lot of fiber, it goes into your bloodstream much slower. When you add some vegetables to that, high density vegetables, I'm talking about the broccoli, the kale, the asparagus, the cauliflower. These are things with a lot of fiber. When you add a lot of fiber, it slows the process down. You add some protein to that, slows the process down even more. Add some fat to that, slows that process way down. So now instead of that sugar flowing to your bloodstream, it trickles into your bloodstream. So you have energy over a longer period of time. That is why we balance each meal. Even a snack, instead of an apple and a tablespoon of peanut butter. That peanut butter has some protein and fat. It's going to slow the digestion of that apple down. Right? Your meal should always be balanced. Lunch, your most important meal of the day, should always be balanced. Protein, complex carbs, some fat. I see a lot of clients who leave out the complex carbs. Mistake. Why? I just told you, you want your meals to be as complex as possible. I'm not talking about just lettuce and tomatoes and some protein and some vinaigrette. Yeah, that's good. What's better is having some beans in that salad. Slows the process down, right? What's better is having some complex carbs, right? Beans, brown rice, wild rice, sweet potatoes, those kinds of things help to slow the process down of the breakdown of your food. Over time, that is going to optimize your metabolism. That is going to speed up your metabolism. That's what you want. You're trying to lose weight. You want your body to be burning. You want your body to be working. How do you keep your body working? Eating complex meals frequently over the course of the day and consistently. You don't want to go longer than 4 hours without a small meal or a snack meal because your body starts to slow down. You don't want that. You want your body to keep speeding up. So your metabolism keeps speeding up. Over time, your metabolism speeds up, gets higher. That is what you want. That's what's going to help you to lose the weight and keep it off. How is this time going to be different from the last times you've done this? This is the reason. This is the strategy that you need to master. And when you master this strategy, you'll find that your body is getting healthier, your blood sugar is more stabilized, your hormones are balanced, your metabolism is optimized. This is the process of doing that. So this is why we use this strategy. We know it works. We've been doing it for 30 years. Next year marks 30 years that I've been coaching clients. We've got about 20 coaches I work with, and together we've got hundreds of years of experience between us. So we know a thing or two about how to help you get long-term results. My longest client has been with me for 27 years. She's lost 80 pounds and have maintained it over the past 25 years. Do I know a thing or two about helping you to get long-term sustainable results? This is what we do, and this is the process. So when you come to the door, I'm going to ask you to just forget about everything you think you know, because what you know hasn't worked for you so far, right? If it did, you wouldn't be here. So just forget about everything you think you know, and just wrap your head around the process that we're teaching you here and learn to master this process. Because if you master this process, it will serve you for the rest of your life. I do this, right? This is what I do every day. This is what I teach my clients to do every day. This is no gimmick. This is what I teach professionals to do. This is what I teach bodybuilders to do, figure athletes, people are trying to lose weight. People are trying to get healthy. Clients recovering from surgery, whether it's brain surgery or cancer, it doesn't matter. This is the process of creating health from the inside out. You create health transformation, then you create body transformation. There's some more other habits to master to create body transformation. We've got to master not just what you eat. We've got to master your movement, how your activity that affects your metabolism. Your sleep affects your cortisol level, which affects your insulin level, which affects fat burning. Right? The stressors in your life affects the cortisol level, and it affects insulin level, affects fat burn. You see how this all goes together? It all works together. So it's a process. How are you going to make this process work for you? And how is this time going to be different from all the other times you've attempted weight loss? This is not about weight loss. This is about your life. This is about creating transformation, health transformation, body transformation, life transformation. That's what we're doing here. So I want you to wrap your head around that and forget about weight loss, because the weight will follow habits, right? Weight loss follow habits. When you start to master the habits that you need to master to have long-term transformation, the weight loss will follow. So you're going to come to me, you're going to say, oh, well, it's been 2-3 weeks, it's been a month and I haven't lost any weight. Guess what? Hey, how are you doing in mastering the habits that we're practicing here? Always go back to the habits and how can you do things better? Always ask yourself, how can I do what I'm doing better? How can I be more committed to my process? How can I be more committed to my plan? How can I be more committed to the habits that I'm practicing? How can I get better? Because when you get better, when you get fitter, when you get stronger, guess what? You're creating transformation from the inside out, and that's what we're about here. So that's what I want you to start wrap your head around. That is what we're about. So if you're just after weight loss, this is not about weight loss. This is about creating health transformation, body transformation, life transformation. If you want that, if you want long-term results, if you want this to be the very last time you attempt to lose weight, you're in the right place. So welcome. I look forward to working with you, and good things will happen as long as you're coachable and you follow the process. This is a strategy that works, but it takes more than strategy to create transformation. It takes strategy, it takes an empowering story, we'll talk about that, and it takes learning to change your state on a daily basis so that you're able to work through the difficult emotions that often lead to self-sabotage. We'll talk about those too. But let's start with a strategy and wrap your head around the strategy, and let's start working on it, okay? So this is your time. Focus on the strategy. Focus on the meals, the meals, the meals. If you're ever in doubt of what to do, focus on the meals. The meals will take you 80% of the way. What you eat and the amount of water you drink will take you 80% of the way to your goal, whether it's weight loss or getting your body healthier. So focus on that. So if you're ever sitting around wondering, oh, I don't know what to do, I haven't heard from Coach Del in a while, well, because you haven't reached out to me. That is your job, to keep reaching out to me every day or as much as possible, right? Your job is to meet me halfway. Your job is to tell me what's going on with you. That is your job. That is the coaching process. That's 50-50. Don't ever sit around and wait for me to get a hold of you. You get a hold of me because I am here for you, but I've got lots of other clients I'm working with. Yes, you are the most important client I'm working with. However, you've got to reach out to me, right? So this has got to be a 50-50 thing. When you're going through issues and you're having challenges, just reach out to me so I can help you, so I can know and I can better guide you, okay? I am here for you. This is the only reason why I'm here. This is the only reason why I do what I do. I am here for you. All right. I will see you next time. We'll talk soon. Bye.